Alright guys, what's up? Jay here. I've decided to reluctantly share why I think Stephen Thompson is the best fighter in the game. I don't necessarily actually think he's the best fighter in the game. What I think is he's the most fun fighter in the game, and he can be the best if you maximize his special combinations that he has. So there's a couple of things to note before we get into it. First of all, I think welterweight is the best weight division in the game, purely for the fact that there's no clunkiness. Everyone feels fast, but contained. So if you go lower, like flyweight, bantamweight, yes, everything is fast, but it's a bit more clustered. Because everything gets pulled off so fast, you don't have much time to react. And I suppose you could argue if you get better reactions, then yeah, that would be better. But then you come up to heavyweight, and everything is so damn slow. Like, I don't know. And then I think the best fighter in welterweight is Stephen Thompson. I would go far as saying that. I do think the best fighter in welterweight is Stephen Thompson. Maybe not the best fighter in the game, however. So, the reason I like Stephen Thompson so much is for a wide variety of things. However, I'm going to explain something to you real quick, right? Now, if you do a spinning body kick, which looks like this, and a spinning head kick, which looks like this, the animations are quite the same, right? So, obviously, if you try and stop a spinning head kick, then yeah, the animation's not the same. But do you know what? Sometimes people can't comprehend the difference. So the game plan is, right, when they come in towards us, something that you can do with Stephen Thompson. Now, if you didn't know, he has 99 footwork and 99 kicking speed, which really does help Stephen Thompson be the way he is. So what you can do is you can start off by going for body kicks, just like this. Now I don't have two controllers, so I can't put it into action for you. However, that's not really what I wanted to do. Can we move him? There we go. Right, so if the opponent's fighter moves down the way towards the camera, right? If you do this, he will dodge it. However, if he moves up the way, away from the camera, you will guarantee to get a hit. Or if he stands still, or just moves back and forward, you're guaranteed a hit. So the first thing that you want to do is, most people will move the opposite way. So he'll start moving towards the camera. You very quickly switch stance, and you counter his movement. And then what that does is that essentially stops your opponent from moving in a specific way to counter it. If they now want to counter it that way, they have to be very unpredictable. So all we would do, right, is jab, body roundhouse, spinning body roundhouse, and then if he starts moving the other way, we just quickly, it's not what I meant to do, quickly change stance, jab, and then body spinning roundhouse. So now we've put them into a predicament where they don't know which way to go, and they now have to start blocking low. Blocking low is quite deadly, because if I go for the head, then he's got a problem, right? So what this essentially opens up is, once we go for enough body kicks, even say between 2 and 5, we can now start going for the head, right? So what you could do is go for a spinning body kick, and then you can go up high, and they don't expect it. That then puts them into a situation where they don't know where to block. There's no amount of movement can stop me from doing what we're doing, and it's very, very difficult to predict, basically. If you do miss, however, that can cause you some problems, especially if they move out of the way of the spinning body kick. That can really cause you some problems, and you can lose a massive amount of stamina if you miss, and it can create really good chances for counter-attacks. So that is our game plan. That's what we do. We mix these up when the time's right, Let me show you real quick while we're on this topic some really good combinations that only Stephen Thompson can do. Other people might be able to do it, but I don't know who. So you can let me know down in the comments below. So you can go for a straight lead hook, spinning head kick, and it looks like this. It's very powerful. A lot of people, I don't do it anymore, but a lot of people can go jab, jab. Oops, I stopped it. To break the opponent's block. However, I kid you not, straight lead hook and a spinning head kick is very, very damaging. So you are almost guaranteed to break the block with that. And then it can lead you into some other combinations. So for instance, make sure your feet are planted when you do it though, because it can create a strange animation if your feet aren't planted, right? So that's not what I meant to do. And then you can go up low, back up to the head. Now that combination there would absolutely drain your stamina. So if you didn't get a knockdown there, you are definitely open to be countered quite badly with that one. But it can create some interesting things. Now, a couple of good things about Stephen Thompson as well is his body kicks are quite interesting. So you can also mix this up, for instance. That's a very good mix-up. They're coming towards you, you do body kick. They come towards you, you go body kick. Next time, they block low and you go up high. Very, very handy. You can also mix that up. It works very well in combination with this one, for instance. So that is also something that is pretty good. With Stephen Thompson, it does take a bit of brainstorming to do. However, when they go for hooks or uppercuts, if you slip and then go to the body, you're guaranteed a body rock. Guaranteed every single time. Every single time, even if they have full health. If you go to the body after, then you are guaranteed to get a body rock. Even at that, a very good mix-up is to slip it, go down, and then up high for the final time just to get a bit of head health. So other things, other combinations that I think is really fun that Stephen Thompson can do, there's a few. So there's two variations of this. So you can go purposefully miss a lead body roundhouse into a body roundhouse spin kick. Nah, we need to purposely miss it, which is a bit more damaging. If you miss that, that is a bit more damaging than doing it this way, for instance. Purely because the moment you go for your spinning body roundhouse, you're very close and you're not within the maximum striking range for that kick. But what you can do is if you purposefully miss it, look at that, your foot literally lands perfectly on your opponent's stomach. Also, what's handy is if they see you miss that, they might go for a swing. Regardless of what it is, overhand, lead roundhouse to the head, doesn't matter. You know, that will do extra damage because they're mid-animation. Something else that is very good that Stephen Thompson can do is missing and then hitting that. Now that lands 9 times out of 10. I would use that a max of 3 or 4 times a game. Absolute maximum. Absolute maximum. If you miss like this, you honestly lose so much stamina, and if you get hit, even say during this, you could get knocked out. But if you get hit during that side, you know, the second animation, you are absolutely fucked. You are getting knocked out guaranteed. So only use it. It's very easy to tell as well, because if somebody goes for a roundhouse that far away, just duck, because you know what's the way to come. I mean, nobody's hitting a roundhouse that far away, right? Nobody. So it's very easy to counter, I would say, if you see somebody do it, especially if they do it more than once. I think that's pretty much it. I would say that's the main reasons that I use Stephen Thompson, is his unpredictability and going for spinning kicks, and he does have some cool body kicks that other people can't do. Actually, just before we quit this, call it quits, there's one more move I want to show you that only Stephen Thompson can do. Now, I do fully believe only Stephen Thompson can do this. So, with any other fighter, right, if you do a lead roundhouse to the head, what happens is you do that animation, right? You do that. However, if you have your feet planted as Stephen Thompson, you do a very, very quick different variation of that, and it looks like this. So it can catch you off guard. Because of the way that he swings his kind of leg out and then up, you almost get a clean strike every time. Every time. And people don't expect it. If you go for a normal lead roundhouse while standing here, it's not going to land very cleanly. However, this one still seems to land quite clean. So it's still quite a good head kick. But you can only do it when your feet are planted. If you are moving, you will do a different animation. So I hope you enjoyed. This is why I believe Stephen Thompson's the most fun fighter. Let me know down in the comments below if you disagree. But yeah, he's super fun. Footwork at 99 and kick speed at 99 really, really helps increase his playability, I guess. So take care, guys, and I will see you all in the next one.